Hello and welcome to SANPoint Institute Belagavi. This is Priyanka. So in this particular video, we will be discussing the syllabus of RWS in detail, and along with that, we will be discussing about the various preparation strategies. So when I speak about the first one, that is the syllabus. So the students who have completed engineering very recently, that is in the batch of 2021. So for them, whatever the syllabus is there, like you guys haven't written the previous exams and all, so you don't worry about the previous KPSC syllabus and all, so you concentrate on these subjects and study properly. But the students who have been preparing for all the exams since years, so you are already aware about the syllabus of KPSC. So now you guys should understand the difference between that KPSC syllabus or PWD syllabus, the exam which you wrote recently, and this RWS syllabus. So when we see the syllabus, we can clearly understand that some of the chapters or the subjects are not at all considered for the syllabus. Like entire transportation engineering is removed, like highway engineering, airport, tunnels, ports and harbors, railway engineering, and even bridges. So these subjects are not there, and along with that, even structural analysis is also not there. But rest of the subjects remains same with that of the KPSC syllabus only. And when we went through the syllabus, so lot of students are having confusion with respect to the new topics being added in environmental studies. So we shall discuss about that in detail now, and we will try understanding what is the purpose of adding that particular subject for this particular exam. So first, let's start with the environmental engineering. So when we see the syllabus, you can see that it is almost same as that of the PWD syllabus, as well as this is the entire syllabus of environmental engineering 1 and environmental engineering 2. Okay, so right from the very beginning, that is population forecasting, calculation of water demand, finding the sources of the water, their characteristics and all. After that, collection of the water. After that, knowing the quality parameters of the water, then treatment of the water, then supply of the water, then again formation of the waste, collection of those sewage, then quality check of the quality parameters of the sewage, then again treatment of the sewage, disposal of the sewage. So complete environmental engineering A to Z aiti, they haven't skipped even single topic also. So now let's understand the second subject, that is environmental studies. So very first is environmental studies, next is conservation of natural resources, next is environmental engineering and management, then last one included here is environmental management standards. So when we say about the first one, environmental studies, so this syllabus is same as what you have studied in chemistry or biology and all. So environmental studies is little different to that of the environmental engineering. Remember that. So idrolaga pollution, acid rain, ecology, food chain, food web, then pyramids. So all these are discussed very much in detail here. So let's understand what is the purpose of adding this particular subject, like entire. So each part antu any government exam olige irtittu, but if you see recently, like they have added even conservation of natural resource, environmental management standards and all. So when you start studying this subject, you will understand that there are many institutes as well as associations who are trying to take care of this environment, and there are a lot of summits being carried out in India, that is regional wise as well as the worldwide. So institutes ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು, they create some kind of awareness for the young generation or for all the population of the world. So ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, like how we have to take care of the nature, how we can utilize the resources what is available to us in the limited way. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಐದರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೂವೀಸ್, documentaries, seminars, workshops, something like that. So what I felt by understanding this particular subject being added for the competitive exams are, so this is also one way of creating the awareness among the student community. So you are the upcoming future of our country. So nimaga you should have the awareness of the environmental factors and all, and how we can protect the mother earth. So ನೀವು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲೈಕ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಏರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಏರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ನಾವು ಮೊದಲು ಎಂದೂ ಕೇಳೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಕೈತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಮೆಕ್ಸಿಕೋ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಫೆಲ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್. So all these imbalances are happening, and submergence of the coastals, very frequently oil spills in the ocean, because of which lot of aquatic life is getting threatened every year. Then recent floods ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಒಳಗ. ಸೊ ಬೆಳೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಬೆಳೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫ್ಲಡ್ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾಶ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪಾಯ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ ಫುಡ್ ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಅಗೇನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಚ್ inflation increase ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. So all this, as we know that we are having only one place to live, that is our mother earth. So it's our responsibility to protect our mother earth. So that is the reason this subject is very very beautiful, and you should study this subject for the self improvement and the concern towards our country or to our mother earth. So I feel this is the reason that they have added this particular subject, and I also strongly feel that they will be continuing with this syllabus of this environmental studies entire thing in upcoming government exams also. And this subject we will be adding in our SANPoint course, that is in rural water supply course, as well as RDPR course also, as well as in KPSC course also. And I will be handling this subject, and I'll be teaching in very simplified way. So don't get bothered about this subject, because lot of students who had joined for the RDPR or RWS courses earlier, so they are calling ki ma'am, what about this new subject? So don't worry, by coming Monday or something we will start adding these topics in the new subject package in our course. So the next topic included here is conservation of natural resources. So when you know the effect of all these natural resources available, that is either soil, water, air and also how we have to conserve. So ಬರೀ ಓದಿ ಅದರದ ಇಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ we should know like how we can protect it and how we can give the beautiful earth for the upcoming generation. So that and all is studied here. And next one, environmental engineering and management. So if you see here, this is part of your regular environmental engineering only. So where they have added again air pollutions and sewage treatment, all the same stuff. So ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲೇ ನಾನೇನು ಫ್ಲೋ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿನಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಪರಾಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ management strategies are there, certain rules and regulations are there, so which should be followed by the citizens and all. So all this will be studying in this particular topic of the environmental studies. So now let's see the next subject, that is building materials and concrete technology. So this remains the same as that of KPSC. So everything, each and every building material is there. So ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೂ do not feel that they will not ask in the exam. So once they have mentioned as building materials, they have right to ask anything from that. So study all the various building materials very very thoroughly. And after that, building construction, again masonry like stone masonry, brick masonry, all these bondings like stretcher bond, header bond and also you can expect one question from this. Then lintels, plastering, pointing, so all these are part of the building construction. So this you have to cover. Next is solid mechanics. So if you see the first few topics like fundamentals of force system, concept of rigid bodied and deformable bodies, free body diagrams, centroid and moment of inertia of the plane areas. So till here it is engineering mechanics. So first new basics of civil engineering ಏನು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ first or second sem of your engineering ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಾಯ್ಡ್, ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನರ್ಷಿಯಾ, ಇವು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಜೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ರೆಕ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಗಲ್, ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯುಲೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಅಲೌ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್, obviously you can expect numericals from this. And from the next topic your strength of materials will start, that is from simple stresses and strain to the last topic, that is analysis of simple stresses. Next is RCC and steel structure. So first one is RCC. So all your like design of slab, then footing, column, beam. So idella basic ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. And along with this you need to know the principles involved in working stress method as well as the limit state design method. Next is the steel structures, which is into this only. So here they give lot of importance of connections only, like bolted, riveted connections and all. So ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದಬೇಕು. And along with this girders and all. So next comes your fluid mechanics. So when you see the topics involved in fluid mechanics, so they are from FM as well as open channel flow. So after this comes your hydrology. And next is water resource engineering. So water resource engineering ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ irrigation part. So each and everything, all these are available in our package. You need not worry about that. Just start studying properly. Next one is soil mechanics and foundation engineering. So first one is all the basic parameters of the soil, properties, each and everything. So tests and all you have to do. Okay, so including compaction, consolidation, stress, then bearing capacity. So each and everything of geotech part 1. And next is foundation engineering, which is geotech part 2. So you need to study everything properly. Next comes your surveying. So first few of the topics here are very primitive and basic methods of surveying. So as you go to the advanced topics, so they are mentioned here like theodolite, total station, remote sensing, GIS, GPS. So everything we have covered again. Next part comes your estimation costing. So here it is a basic of estimation and quantity calculation of the various materials like concrete and all. This should be studied very properly. And along with this, project management. So project management, you can say it as construction technology and management or CTM, because this involves your network theory and all, and man and machine, that is various equipments involved in the construction. So each and everything. Okay, so this is the syllabus of this RWS. So some of the students are preparing for KPTCL also. So when you think of KPTCL, even the highway engineering and other subjects like airport tunnel and structural analysis, even those subjects are there. So what I recommend for the students is, first study this syllabus, whatever the RWS syllabus is there. So when you are studying SOM here, when you are studying environment here, so parallelly you are preparing for KPTCL also. So idrolaga ಏನು common aitala, you study first this and then you go for the new subjects which will be there in the KPTCL or in RWS. So hope you have understood the syllabus very clearly. So now let's understand the preparation strategies. So again I will categorize into two different sections. One is the students who are doing self-study and the students who are joining our SANPoint course. So ನೀವು self study ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so if you haven't or if you are preparing for the first time, so then what you have to do? So you have to study all these subjects whichever I told very thoroughly. Okay, so like you can refer your books like engineering books which you have referred when you are studying engineering. So those will be the best sources. So study each and everything there thoroughly. And after that what you can do is you can just solve the question papers of SSC-JE as well as IES, prelims and some easy questions of GATE exam also. And try to give the mock tests at the end, because mock test plays a very major role in your preparation journey. So now let's understand the preparation schedule or the strategy for the students who have joined SANPoint course. See, earlier what I used to do is I used to discuss over Google Meet and make the preparation strategy individually. But once this RW notification came, so I need to devote good amount of time for the enquiries and all. So that is the reason in this video I will be discussing very clearly the preparation strategy for the students who have joined SANPoint course already or who will be planning to join the course in future. So here you will find the link as onstream.sanpoint.co.in. So if you click here, once you join the course, then you will be logging in with your email ID and password. But if you still want to check the course, so idella aite. So now you just click on courses. So you will see various courses here. So illa RWS andra only RWS package is available. That is only those subjects are available. Here even RDP are also there. So you can see here these are all the various subjects. Okay, so even environmental engineering is there completely, then building materials and concrete technology, then engineering mechanics, then strength of materials. Okay, so you can just click here and check. So now if you want to check the test series, so these are the various test series. So you can check here, you can just select the subject whichever you want, and these are the test series which we will be providing for free. So once you join the course, you will be logging here, and then once you click here my subscription, so here you will be getting the access of the package which you have bought. So now these are all the subjects here. So you just need to click those individual subjects and then you can start watching the video lectures. So you can see the timing here. So when the video length is of 38 minutes, that means you need to devote somewhere around 50-55 minutes for this particular lecture to finish off. Okay. So these are how the lectures will be there. Okay, so you can watch here and even you can increase the speed and watch. So you can make the full screen and watch, and we write on the board and then we explain. The main purpose of this is to make the notes properly. So ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ notes ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. So that is the reason We just write everything. That will save lot of time and all, like erasing board or use of the internet, something like that. And how you can make the notes very systematically, all this can be done here. Okay, so this is about the portal. So hope, because I can you join adkule, even you will not be knowing like how to use the package or how to use the portal. So just click here and start preparing. So ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾದ lecture first you should study in the order only, like irrespective ನಡು ನಡು ತಗೊಂಡು ಓದಬಾರ್ದು, because all these will be dependent. Okay, so in some subjects they are independent, but here they are very much dependent. So I'll click ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, and that is how you will be giving even test series also. So now let's understand the preparation strategy. So these are all the subjects which are available in your KPSC plus RDPR package. Okay, so this is the entire KPSC syllabus. So if you see here, for RWS, highway engineering is not there, structural analysis is not there, and these subjects are not there. So what you can do is, as of now you can leave these subjects, you concentrate on other subjects, and once you finish those subjects, that time you can study these subjects. So ನೀವು ಬರೀ RWS ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ these subjects will not be there for you in the package, but if you join RWS plus RDPR, and even these subjects are also there. So now I will tell you the order of the subjects or the preference in which you have to study, and this helps even for the students who are doing self-study also, remember that. So first you start with environmental engineering, next you concentrate on geotechnical engineering, third will be building materials and concrete technology, fourth one is estimation and costing, then fifth one is strength of materials, sixth one is RCC, seventh one is surveying, eighth one is fluid mechanics, ninth one is CTM, 10th one is irrigation, 11th is hydrology, 12th is steel structures. So what you can do is, this engineering mechanics you can study before SOM, because this is very small topic, so you can study this before SOM. So now let's understand the preparation or number of hours you need to devote per day. So these are the duration of the courses in our SANPoint portal. Okay, so usually ideal time for the students, okay, who are studying completely or devoting for these individual exams only. So morning 10 to 1 if you study, then you are devoting 3 hours. Then again after 2:30 to 5:30 if you devote, you are spending 3 hours, and 2:30 to 5:30, and again night from 8 to 11, something like that, again 3 hours. So on an average at least 8 hours. So here it will be 9 hours, but I am taking on an average of 8 hours. So 8 hours you prepare madidruno, that is more than enough. Alright, so when you are preparing for 8 hours, that time you will be studying at least 5 hours of our recorded classes, because I suggest students to make the running notes rather than just going through the PDFs and all. So when you make notes on your own, then you will realize the importance of every topic, and that will help you to retain in your mind for longer time. See, in preparation you should not try finding any shortcuts. You will not get the results, remember that. So do not feel like allondu PDF available aiti, illondu aiti, adunondu odidni, idnondu odidni. So you should not do like that. So you have to study very very systematically without leaving any single topic. So then only you can do something in your exam. But adon topic idon different sources dintra if you study, then even that reduces the efficiency, like in syllabus coverage duration kami agtati, and along with that will not be a systematic or strategic way of preparation. So if you devote somewhere around 5 hours of preparation, then what you can do is, first when I told you you have to study environmental engineering, so that means divide by 5 here. So 5 5s are 25. So that means you are devoting 5 days to complete environmental engineering. Understand this very very carefully. So when you devote 5 days for environmental engineering, studying 8 hours per day, that means in 5 days you can complete environmental engineering completely. So now assume that if you are doing MTech or if you are doing job, that time it will be very difficult for you guys to devote 8 hours per day. So I feel you can hardly devote 3 hours per day. So you just see your efficiency, like whether you have studied already or you are studying new all the subjects, and when you have completed engineering recently or some 3-4 years before. So all these factors affects your preparation strategy or the number of hours you will be covering per day. So other base ಮೇಲೆ calculate ಮಾಡಿ number of hours of recorded classes ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು prepare ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ, divide that by and you will get the days. So when you get the days here, you should see to it that Okay, so at no cost, you should study more than 5 days. So it should be very systematic preparation, and after end of every subject, give 1 day as the buffer time or the free time. So for this 1 day after every subject, what you have to do is you should do revision of that subject. You should go through the formula. You can visit some free MCQs websites and try answering those MCQs. And along with that, you can go through some SSC-JE question papers, GATE, IES and all, and try answering those questions. So 1 day you should be little relaxed, and after that you should start with the second subject. Okay, this one, second subject. When you start, again make the study schedule only for the second subject. So ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಜೋಶ್ ಒಳಗೆ you will write everything on the paper and then you will start preparing. Okay, now in 3 months na serious ಗೊತ್ತುನು and I will not divert myself. So that is not the practical timetable. So whatever the timetable I am telling now or giving now, it is very practical with no burden on you actually. So second subject new plan ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ again divide it by 5. So 5 6 are 30. So that means you will be completing geotechnical engineering in 6 days. So again you give one buffer time. Okay, so keep moving like this for the other subjects. So 2 important tips what I want to give for the students who are doing self-study as well as who are following our SANPoint course. So one thing what you have to do is do not do revision. If you are studying all the subjects for the first time, do not do revision of the previous subjects. Remember, so in your soil mechanics, that is geotech ನೀವು ಓದಾಕತ್ತೀರಂದ್ರ, don't do revision of this environmental engineering. That is not needed now. So you have to concentrate on the coverage of the syllabus and do not skip anything what is provided to you in our course or the sources what you are referring. So ಏನು skip ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. Even if it is difficult, you have to study, make the notes properly, because in future you will be referring your notes only, not any video lectures or PDFs and all, because notes are very handy always. Even revision ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬೇಕು. So do not compromise yourself in making the notes. So I understand, like in the beginning ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ very heavy ಅನ್ಸೈತಿ, very hectic ಅನ್ಸೈತಿ. Some 2-3 days your fingers will pain and all, but once you get used to that alla, or when you just imagine your goal or your dream, then all this tiredness will go off, will fly off. Then you can make your notes very systematically. So ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ laziness ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನು ಇರಬಾರ್ದು when you are targeting for such competitive exams. Remember, so in one point revision ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, because once they announce the exam dates, they will be giving at least 1 month time. So ಆ 1 month time ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು very easily, and that revision will be very fast, very quick or very efficient. That depends on how you have studied the individual subjects. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಟಿಪ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟಿಪ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್, ಸೊ ನೀವೀಗ ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು 30 minutes ಓದಿದ ಕೂಡ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ಓ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಸಾಮ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ RCC, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಥಿಯರಿ, ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಲಿ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Don't think of any other subjects. So what I want to say is, when you are studying one particular subject like surveying, you should be deeply involved only into that subject and assume or imagine that only this subject is in the syllabus. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು 5 days 6 days ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು think those subjects, then you will feel demotivated. So new demotivate aadkule again you will give up. See, quitting is very easy, giving up is very easy, but just think of the path or the journey which you have traveled all these days. Okay, so what I usually believe is there is no concept of fail ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. It is quit. So the day you quit, the day you fail. Till the time you continue, obviously you will be very successful. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಸ್ಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ನಾವ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೂ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮರೀತಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಾರ್ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಹೌ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಿಕ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಿಕ್, that will disturb the subject which you are studying currently. Okay, so that's why don't think of the previous subjects. So this is how you need to make the study schedule, and even you can watch my YouTube video also on how to make the notes, where I will be giving the link in the description. So follow that before the start of the course. That will be very helpful. So sudden ಆಗಿ ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪಟ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಡೂ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರಿ ಸರ್ವೇಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹಾಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್. ಪ್ರಯರ್ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಶಾಬಿನೆಸ್ಸು, ಕ್ವಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ಸು ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಜರ್ನಿ. And you are free to change the schedule as per your convenience also. And also what I want to say that maintain a separate formula book. Okay, so ಈ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು ಎನ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಮೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬುಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೆ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ 35 to 40% ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ AE. And around 5 to 10% of the questions will be in identifying the formula. So on an average, in 100 questions, around 40 questions will be formula based. So when they are formula based, you cannot neglect the formula. And even if they are very simple, very easy formula or very difficult formula also, you have to remember those. Do not assume that this kind of formula will not be asked in the exam. They will ask you in the form of identifying the formula. So what I want to say, do not skip anything. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್, ದೆನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೆ ಒನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೆ ಅಥವಾ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ವಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಥರೋ ಇನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೆ, then it will, any exam will not be difficult for you guys, including GATE and IES also. Okay, so maintain a separate formula book. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದು. I understand it is hard to follow, but there is no second option for you guys. You have to follow, then only you can get this job in this highly competitive world. So hope you have understood the preparation strategies, and whatever the strategies I had discussed for the students who will be joining SANPoint course, even the self-study students can also implement certain inputs from there, and you can try following the same thing and try to get the best results. So all the very best. Keep studying irrespective of the hurdles which you face on your journey, and everyone will face the hurdles in one or the other way. So everyone's life journey is not like a path of the roses. Even the thorns will also be on the way. You should just keep moving forward. Do not turn back till the time you reach your goal.